Hello, everyone. My name is Judith Mwamba, and I'd like to welcome you to today's workshop, which is being hosted by Maranatha African Mission on information sharing on available community resources, accessible places, and community events for seniors. I believe that when we do workshop, it's important to ask ourselves, why are the topics that we're discussing important? So for today's workshop, the question simply is, why are community services, resources, and events important to an aging population? And here are three different reasons that I believe perfectly intertwine with each other. So the first reason is, it is important to know that there are existing resources ready and available to help support you in promoting your independence, meaning that there are people, organizations out there that are ready to support you and help you so that you don't have to do everything on your own, which perfectly ties in with the second reason, which is these things are important to help reduce the effect of loneliness and isolation. And number three, it's important to keep building connections with people. And when you're in a community, or when you're in a community, social interactions help you stay emotionally, mentally, and physically fit, sorry. When you interact with people, when you spend time with people, it helps reduce the potential for isolation, like mentioned in the second reason, and it also helps reduce the symptoms of depression, of cognitive decline, and other diseases. Now we will talk about the first portion, which is community resources for seniors. Now, what is the meaning of community resources? Here I found a great way that Carolyn K. Neely perfectly defined the meaning of community resources. She defined community resources as an organization that serves a particular area or group of people by providing tools to help the community grow in positive ways and improve the quality of life for the people of that community, with the main goal to serve the community in a variety of ways. When it comes to community resources, it can be run or funded in multiple ways. And the first example is by a nonprofit group, by individuals, by the government, or it can also be funded or run by different businesses. And a good thing to also know is that there's different types of community resources, not just one, which is great, which means that there's many different ways that you can seek a community, seek resources, ask for help, depending on what you may be looking for. So here are the four main ones. And the first one that we'll talk about is financial assistance organization. There's at least one financial assistance organization per community that offers financial assistance to individuals and families who meet certain income guidelines. The second type of resource is educational organization. And this means schools, colleges, and other educational institutions that are funded by the government, or they can also be funded by local communities. And essentially, they provide education to the community members, and they also provide many opportunities for socializing, for example, through sports, theater, music programs, and much more. We also have a religious organization as a type of resource, which includes churches or veterans associations. And religious organizations are important because they provide for the community members' needs, such as the need to belong and the need to feel meaningful connections with other individuals. And lastly, we have healthcare organization as a type of resource. Healthcare organizations are very essential to the community, particularly for those who are disabled, who fall chronically ill, or who do not have financial resources to access a private healthcare provider. This is Senior Services Society. Now, the reason why I'm excited to talk about them is because they are the #1 organization when it comes to providing local and provincial programs and services to help vulnerable older adults in BC to live as independently as possible. And now And now here's their website. This is Senior Service Society's website. This is what their main page looks like. You can access them through online as well as in person. And you can see that they offer services, events. You can learn more about them by clicking through the website. They're always going to give you an update with what's going on with COVID so that you can know if you can either do walk-ins or if you have to call. That way they can ensure your safety and your health as well. And this is what the website looks like when you scroll down at the very bottom. There's different resources that they put out there. Now we're gonna look at their services that they offer for a community. And as you can see, they offer support services and they link information that you can click on and apply for different things, as well as housing services and also community education. So for all of these three categories, they give you direct links to direct information for depending on what you may be looking for, what situation and what resources you may be needing for the time. And definitely do not hesitate to visit their website. Once again, all you have to do is go on Google and write Seniors Services Society.ca, and it will bring you directly to this page right here. And here are just a few examples regarding community resources about financial assistance. And the first one that I will talk about is called the Seniors Loan Program. So for those who have not heard about it, it's an emergency fund that's used when you need to pay rent, utility bills, or other expenses in order to maintain housing. They offer up to $1,000 to seniors aged 60 years and older who are at risk of eviction due to a temporary shortage of funds or financial crisis. Another type of resource for financial assistance is Temporary Housing Program by BC Housing. Now, this program offers seniors a private apartment that's fully furnished by donation, and it serves only as a temporary housing to homeless seniors for up to 3 months while they actively seek housing. And another example is housing navigation information, which is similar to temporary housing program regarding housing, but this resource is provided by Senior Services Society members. And essentially what it is that they only provide you with information to help you find appropriate housing. So they're not gonna help you buy a house, they're not gonna help you gain more income to be able to afford a house. They're only gonna give you the proper guidelines and directions and help you find a house that is suitable depending on your income. And now we're going to talk about community events for seniors. It's important to know that community events are different for every city. Not all cities have the events, so depending on where you live, on your area, where you decide to travel to within the Lower Mainland, there's different activities that take place. Now, in this slide, specifically in this slide, I've included a handful of links, and all these links are regarding community events for seniors. I wish I could include all the links that I could, but I think it's important to see that events for seniors are there. They are out there. Although due to COVID, most of them are either temporarily closed or have a limited amount of maximum capacity for them, but definitely feel free to look through these lists. They are different depending on which city you live in or which city is easier for you to get to, but events for seniors are definitely out there. and definitely feel free to click any of these links. I will be talking about a few examples. So the first example that I will talk about that I found, it's based in Deep Cove all the way to Horseshoe Bay, and they're called Keep Well Society. Now their slogan is Keep Seniors Active. And here's a little bit of information about this event that goes on for seniors. And Keep Well is an exercise and wellness program for mobile seniors. This program includes 1 hour of exercise, followed by blood pressure checks and health coaching, massage, speakers, and social time. Keep Well is an open and inclusive program, and it is free for all participants. This program takes place weekly and year-round, except for in August. Another cool event is Come Share the Day Society. And essentially, they are a therapeutic recreation team with the goal of providing a range of recreational programs that are designed to engage and empower and enhance the quality of life for each individual. And another example is the Silver Harbor Center. And their slogan is like the Keep Well Society, which is Keep Seniors Active. So a little bit about the Silver Harbor Center is they provide a gathering place, recreational activities, social services for local seniors in North Vancouver. The center offers a wide variety of activities, including physical fitness, martial arts, indoor sports, games, visual arts, performing arts, languages, computers, cultural groups, special events, outings, and informative seminars. So you can find a wide variety of things for you to be able to take part in. And it's done within the community. So you get to engage with other people, meet other people, be socially active, have conversations, just have a good amount of time. And now we're going to talk about accessible places for seniors. Sorry. When it comes down to accessibility, a lot of communities have worked together to ensure seniors are supported in all communities. So meaning wherever you go, there are places that are accessible for you. All communities have worked hand to make sure that everybody is well taken care of. And not only can you search where to locate certain resources, but you can also verify and ensure accessibility for more convenient methods of transportation. There's an update that was done by Google Maps. It's called Accessible Places, which shows locations that are accessible to those in wheelchairs and different types of mobility. And this information can also be helpful to those who are challenged with mobility and those using wheelchairs, such as baby strollers, rolling carts, walkers, any items that requires you to move on wheels. And this one is one of my favorites. It's called Senior Go Bus. And here's a little bit about the Senior Go Bus. The Go Bus is a shuttle bus service that helps seniors access community sources, such as shopping, senior centers, grocery stores, pharmacies, and other destinations. It is a free service, but donations are accepted. So it's not like TransLink at all. It's for seniors that are age 65 plus and who have a limited transportation option or who are unable to access public transportation. They are highly encouraged to use the Go Bus. One thing about the Go Bus is that due to COVID-19, they have suspended their activities. They no longer run for the moment. Everybody is still waiting for updates to see when it will be back in service, but for the moment, they are temporarily closed. And here I have attached the most important links that have been mentioned throughout this workshop that I feel like you guys should definitely take advantage and click on these links, learn more about them. So the first one is Senior Services Society. You can visit them on www.seniorservicessociety.ca for all information regarding resources, no matter what the topic may be, what the help wanted may be. They have everything for you. They have a phone number, they have people working to be able to assist you in everything that you need help with. And also, all cities in the Lower Mainland, I put City of Vancouver, Surrey, Burnaby, but all cities have a website. And on the website, they all have a section for seniors regarding accessible places and regarding more specific events for things that you can take part in your community, which is great. Thank you so much for listening to today's workshop. I hope that you were able to take some information. I hope that you were able to learn new things about events that you could be a part of and how there's multiple events out there for you, how accessibility has been made for you to be able to go where you need to go, and how in BC, it is very important for all communities that they have something partaking and surrounding seniors. Thank you very much.